Hi everyone, I'm Nicolette and I'm one of the youths from the People's Church. So welcome to our 10th anniversary. So I'm actually the choreographer for the dance that the youths will be performing today. It's titled The Hurt and the Healer. So what inspired me to do this dance was that because we have the 10th anniversary and the theme was about how far the church have come throughout these 10 years. So throughout these 10 years, we've actually gone through a lot together, a lot of different struggles. But you know, no matter what happens, we know that, like, for everyone in the church, we know that we have the church as our support. We know that we have the church supporting us behind, no matter like how hard we fall. We know that there's someone there to support us, and you know, we know that everyone will be praying for us. So when I choreographed the dance, I choreographed it in the sense that there is someone who is, you know, trying to run away because of the different struggles that she's facing. But no matter how far she runs or, you know, how far she walks away from God, there's a body of Christ that's always there for her, and there's like the church who's always there for her, who's praying for her, who is, you know, looking after her, who is looking out for her from afar. So the dance is essentially about how like, for example, when challenges oppose or when challenges strike and when we are stressed, we don't know what to do, we know that the church is always there for us. And one of the bigger inspirations for this was my personal testimony, because last November I was actually down with this very rare disease called Stevens-Johnson syndrome. So it was the first time that I was hospitalized, and I was actually very worried because the doctors didn't know what was going on with me, and I had all these purplish rashes on my skin and they were blistering. So like at that point of time, I think the church really supported me a lot, and I wouldn't have, you know, like be able to go through it as smoothly as I could without the church. So I'm actually very thankful that, you know, I had the church behind me to visit the hospital, to visit me at the hospital, to encourage me, to pray for me. I couldn't have done all these without the church's support and without strength from God. So yeah, that's what the dance is about, by you know us as a body of Christ and supporting each other throughout.
I feel that actually this dance has been particularly challenging because I haven't been engaged in physical activity for quite some time. So actually doing the stretching and the dancing, it's been quite tough for me. But over the weeks of practice, I've gotten used to it. So I think the challenge about this is trying to overcome the fatigue after the dance. For the moves wise, I feel that actually anything that has to do with a lot of acrobatic movement, in which the dance you will see in the later part. But I think all it takes is practice, I feel. So it shouldn't be too much of a challenge.
I'm not really flexible, so when we do the stretching, I'll feel a lot of pain. And my body is quite stiff, so when we do like the dance, then I would stand out from the others.
For me, the partnering part is the hardest, because like we're not so close, and then we have to suddenly like stick so close to each other and then like dance together. So yeah, it's very awkward. But end up, I think it still turned out nice.
Because it's the church youth, which I'm quite comfortable with. This event will help us to get closer.
Since I'm a dancer, like it's easy for me to remember the steps. But I also remember because like whenever I hear the music, I always remember Nicolette trying to like tell us which step, and then remember to do things and stuff like that.
So a very obvious challenge was that most of them do not have any dance background, so definitely dancing would be hard. So it was pretty hard because when you dance, obviously, you know, you have to remember movements. And other than remembering the movements, there are a lot of other elements to it. For example, fluidity. When I move my arms like that, I cannot just move it like that. I have to feel the music and flow and move like that. So that is something that might not come to people very naturally. So that was a challenge that we had to work on. And also when it came to like spacing, flexibility, execution of the moves, like all these, when you watch the dance, it looks very simple because all these are done from like, you know, 1 second to 10 seconds. But the truth is, when you choreograph 10 seconds of movements, you kind of have to like really go through each and every step of the way, and to perfect each and every step, it's actually quite a challenge as well. So I mean, I'm very glad that all of them were actually very dedicated, and we stayed back every Sunday to practice. So from the first practice till now, everyone has actually improved a lot. So I'm really, really glad, and like they have also put their heart and soul into this. So we also have to thank God for helping us to overcome these challenges. And one of the very major challenges was that we did not have a mirror to practice, because as dancers, you need to watch yourself, so oh, like, am I doing this move correctly? Or, oh, like, why is my move different from Nick's? Like, why does Nick move so smoothly, but, I look a little bit odd at my joints or something like that. So without a mirror, it was actually very, very difficult for them, because they couldn't watch themselves. And we had to, use our handphones to video and, go home and watch those videos. So personally, that was a very huge challenge for them, and even for myself. But we used what resources that we had, and I'm quite happy with the result of what we have today. So yeah, and I hope you enjoy the dance.
Hope you enjoy the dance.
Hope you enjoy the dance.
Hope you enjoy the dance.